Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'll to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akins, and to the women and children around the world in Paleo Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokah Kodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit, holy, and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to the elders of Lion Den's camp. Salutations to the Archons on the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, this is a story about our people in the past that were given superpowers. Okay? It says here Elijah outrun Ahab chariots. The title of this lesson, they shall run and not be weary. Here we go.
Have the power to outrun a king's chariot. Mount Carmel. Elijah had just called fire down from heaven. 450 prophets of Baal were defeated. God proved he was real. Then Elijah told King Ahab, "Go, eat and drink. Rain is coming." Ahab left for his palace in Jezreel. Elijah climbed to the top of the mountain and prayed. A servant looked toward the sea 7 times. On the 7th, he saw a small cloud.
Okay, that cloud in the Bible, that's a chariot, what you know as or what they call today a UFO. It's a chariot hiding inside a cloud. Okay, here we go.
Elijah said, "Go tell Ahab to hurry before the rain stops him." The sky turned black. Wind picked up. Heavy rain began to fall. Ahab jumped into his chariot and raced toward Jezreel. Then the power of the Lord came upon Elijah.
Woo.
He tucked his cloak into his belt, and he ran, past the chariot, past the horses, past the king. For 17 miles, Elijah ran ahead of Ahab's chariot and reached Jezreel first. Because when God's power is on you, you don't move in your strength, you move in his.
Ooh, wow. I tell you, get ready, all right? For that time will come that he will give his people spiritual powers, right? I want to go to Isaiah chapter 40. I'll start with verse 4. Every valley, I got to keep an eye on this. Every valley shall be exalted, Slakia, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. People in power, okay? And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. Woo! Verse 22. That's when he's going to move furniture. When he comes back in those so-called UFOs with the host of angels, they call chariots or clouds, he's going to be moving furniture all over the earth. Verse 5, and the glory of Yahweh shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. Yeah. And why Yahweh can speak it, Yahweh? Because it was his father, our father Yahweh, who spoke it to him and gave him the authority. I want to go and jump to verse 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretches out the heavens as a curtain, and spreads them out as a tent to dwell in. So Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the authority and power, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to create all things. How you like that? I want to go now to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 5. Thou said Yahweh Shai, he that creates the heavens and stretches them out, he that spreads forth the earth and that which cometh out of it, he that gave breath unto the people upon it, and spirits too, them that walk therein. See? So if he wants to give his people superpowers, Superman powers, he can do that. Verse 6. I, Yahushua, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? Those who have been given bywords, the so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds, right? Puerto Rican, Cubans, Dominicans, Haitians, Africans, right? These are bywords. Verse, oops, gotta keep an eye on that. Verse 7, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from prison, and them that sit in darknesses out of the prison house. Yeah, those are people who are zimp, letting women run, wear the pants when it's the man who's supposed to be the head of the house. Okay? A lot of women don't like to hear that, but there's a pecking order. Okay? But also when you're locked up mentally, slave mentality as well in your mind. Verse 8, I am Yahushua, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another. Ooh. Oh, Slakia.
Why did a prophet of God have the power to outrun?
Yeah, that's real nice, Slakia. Okay, he will not give his glory to another, neither my praise to grave image. Yeah. People, better start repenting. Then to those, grave image statues. Verse 9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before thy spring forth, I tell you of them. Yeah, he's letting us know from the beginning of time who he is, what he does, and who are his people. I hate doing that. Okay, Slovakia. Let me go Isaiah chapter 44, verse 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and flood upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thy offspring. See what happens when you come back to Yahushua? How big the love and blessings he pours to his people for generations and generations. Jump to verse 24. Give me a minute. Thus said Yahushua thy Redeemer, he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahushua that make all things, that stretches forth the heavens alone, that spread abroad the earth by myself. Yeah, Yahweh the Father gave him the power and the knowledge. Nobody else can do what he did, okay, or what he has been doing. Slakia. I want to go now to Isaiah. Give me a minute to do it fast like this. 51, verse 1. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahushua, look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, core, and to the hole of the pit when ye are big. Yeah, we digged ourselves into a big pit, all right, and he's the only one that can get us out of this slave wicked kingdom. Okay? I want to jump to verse 13. Give me a minute. And okay, verse 12. Even I am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou should be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? Verse 13. And forgettest Yahushua thy Maker, that may stretch forth the heavens and lay the foundation of the earth, and hast fear continually every day because of the fears of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Hmm? Where is it? I mean, all he can do is unalive us. After that, he can do nothing more, right? But, he wants to practice and do what he's good at, which is dramatizing our people. And the only way you can break from dramatization, if that word exists, is knowing the truth of your identity, nationality, your inheritance, and the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? No psychiatry, no psychology. You see? Knowing the truth of who you really are. So like I'm double checking where I'm at. All right. I want to go now to verse 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem. It's talking about Israel, the people, our people, 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and speckled birds, which has drunk at the hand of Yahweh's cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dread of his cup of trembling and wrong them out. Hmm? If you keep insisting that Santa Claus and Jesus is going to save you, man, you got to go that Kool-Aid that you're drinking, you so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds. I want to go to Jeremiah chapter 10. Hope I can finish this. Verse 2. Thus said Yahweh Shai, learn not the ways of the heathens, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. Right? Because we know the truth. We know when we see the chariots, right? That's Yahweh Shai, the angels, the host of angels. Okay? Verse 12. He has made the earth by his power. He has established the world by his wisdom, and has stretched out the heavens by his discretion. Yeah. Not by the Edomites, not by AI or the technology of the wicked. Okay? Verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, right? The head tribe. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Woo! Yahweh Shai of hosts, of army, is his name, right? So we have a big brother, mighty and powerful, okay, that's coming back to remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth and bring back the kingdom of heaven back to earth. I want to go now to, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting Yahweh Shai, the creator of the, I gotta fix that, Slakia, of the end of the earth, faints not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. And our people forget that when they start looking to Santa Claus, Thanksgiving, and this celebrating these memorial days and paganist days, right? They forget the holy days of Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai. I want to go now to Song 145. Select 147. Why I say 145? Verse 5. Oops, here we go again. Great is our Yahweh Shai, great power. His understanding is infinity. Woo! Oh, verse 6. Yahweh Shai lifts up the meek. He casts the wicked down to the ground.
If you start doing it,
why did a prophet of God have the power?
Salakia. Heard something, I think I pressed the wrong button. Verse 7. Sing unto Yahushai with thanksgiving. Sing praise unto Yah up on the harp unto our God Yahushai. Right? Verse 19. Oops, here we go again. He shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Verse 20. He has not dealt so with any nation, only the so-called Negro, Latino, Negro, and speckled birds, not the whole world. And as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, so now I want to go back to Isaiah chapter 40, and I'll start with verse 29. I'm getting close to finishing, guys. Thanks for your patience. Oh, here we go again with that. 29. He gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he what? Increases strength. As you can see right there. Okay, verse 30. Even the youth shall faint, be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. Here we go now, get ready. Verse 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. You know what that means? That we will never get tired again. Superman powers. We keep telling our women, get ready. I'm going to leave it with Song 103, verse 5. Verse 5. Who satisfied thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagle. We're going to be able to fly. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say, Shalom.